This vacuum scored a perfect deep clean score in independent testing. At the exact same time, a real chunk of owners say the suction feels weak. Both of those things are true, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one applies to your house. Welcome back to Sweep Gear, where we dig through real testing and real owner experience so you don't have to gamble on your next vacuum. Today we're looking at the Bissell Pet Hair Eraser DualBrush, model 42943, and this one genuinely surprised me. Here's the situation most pet owners know too well. You vacuum a rug, it looks clean, and by the next morning there's hair on it again. That's usually not new shedding. It's hair your old vacuum never actually got in the first place, sitting down in the fibers where a single roller just can't reach it. One owner described running this vacuum over a rug that had already been vacuumed and shampooed and being shocked at how fast the bin filled up anyway. That's not a fluke. It's exactly what happens when a vacuum is built with two rollers instead of one. That's the whole idea behind the DualBrush floor head. There's a soft roller up front that pulls in fine dust and larger debris without shoving it forward the way a lot of bristled rollers do, and then a second roller behind it that agitates carpet fibers to pull out what's buried deeper. In controlled debris pickup evaluations, this combination picked up everything thrown at it on both hard floors and carpet, and it posted a perfect deep clean score, pulling embedded sand out of medium pile carpet well above what the average upright manages. That's a strong result on its own, and it lines up with what real owners are reporting at home. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this is the part I mentioned at the start. Sealed suction measurements on this machine came in well above the category average. On paper, that's a strong number, but if you read through owner feedback, you'll find a real repeated group of people saying suction felt weak, especially on hard floors. That's not something to brush aside. It's a documented pattern, not just one unhappy customer. So which is it? Turns out it comes down to something most people don't realize when they first unbox it. There are two suction settings, and the lower one, meant for bare floors, tends to underperform on textured surfaces like grout lines or uneven tile. Switch to the higher setting, and that complaint mostly disappears. Bissell's own support team has said the same thing when responding to customer reviews. So if you buy this, the fix is simple. Just don't assume the lower setting is enough for every hard floor in your house. So let's talk about pet hair specifically, since that's probably why you're watching this. The brush roll uses what Bissell calls fur guard, a design meant to stop hair from wrapping around it the way it does on cheaper vacuums. In tangle testing using both short and long hair samples, it held up well. Real owners with dogs and cats echo that. Multiple reviewers with heavy shedding breeds specifically mentioned not having to stop and cut hair out of the roller, which, if you've ever owned a lower-end pet vacuum, you know is a miserable chore to avoid. There's also a detail here that a lot of vacuums in this price range skip entirely: sealed HEPA filtration. Not just a HEPA filter sitting somewhere in the housing, but a sealed system, meaning air can't sneak around the filter and get blown back into your home. That was specifically tested using a fog machine, and no smoke escaped from the vacuum body. For anyone with allergies, or honestly anyone who just doesn't want to breathe in what they already vacuumed up, that's a meaningful detail. Most product pages just assert without ever proving. Every vacuum in this class has some kind of trade-off, and this one has a few worth knowing about before you buy. Let's start with the one people complain about most. It's heavy. Independent measurements put it around 16.3 pounds above the average upright vacuum. And this shows up constantly in real reviews, people specifically mentioning sore arms or needing more effort to push it around, even from folks who otherwise loved it. Context matters here, though. It's actually lighter than its two closest competitors in this price range, the Shark Stratos and the Dyson Ball Animal 3. So it's not the heaviest option out there. But if weight is a deal breaker for you, especially if you deal with joint pain or you're vacuuming stairs often, this is something to sit with before buying, not after. Second thing, the dustbin is small. We're talking about roughly 1.3 liters, close to half the size of what most upright vacuums offer. That means if you've got a big house, multiple pets, or you're doing a full deep clean session, expect to stop and empty it more than once. It's not really a flaw, it's the trade-off you make for a floor head that's this good at actually pulling debris out of carpet. But you should know that going in, especially if convenience matters more to you than raw pickup power. There's also a small design choice worth mentioning. This vacuum comes with a detachable pod called Liftoff that lets you carry a lighter unit around for stairs, furniture, even car interiors. Owners have used it for exactly that, cleaning out car seats, dusting ceiling corners, getting pet hair off couches. It earns its keep. The one catch is that the handle stays attached to the wand when you pull it off, so your tools connect to the end of a full-length wand instead of a short, flexible hose. Some competing vacuums let you separate the handle too, which makes tight spaces a little easier to maneuver. It's a minor thing, but if you do a lot of above floor cleaning, keep it in mind. If you're already leaning toward buying this one, the current price and any active deals are linked below, so you can check where it stands today while I finish walking through the rest of this. One more thing to clear up, because a few reviews mentioned it. Some owners felt edge cleaning wasn't great, that hair was left behind along baseboards. When that was specifically retested, approaching edges both head-on and from the side, the results were actually good, and the issue couldn't be reproduced. That doesn't mean nobody experienced it. It just means it looks more like an isolated case than a real pattern, which is a distinction worth making instead of just repeating the complaint at face value. So how does this stack up against the vacuums people usually cross-shop it with? Against the Shark Stratos, which uses a similar dual roller concept and sits in a similar price range, this Bissell holds its own on pickup performance and comes in with a proven sealed filtration system. The Shark has a longer track record in the market, which matters if you value a brand you've seen reviewed for years. Against the pricier Dyson Ball Animal 3, which runs close to $450, this Bissell actually ranked ahead of it in independent evaluations, despite costing significantly less. The Dyson does offer a noticeably bigger dustbin, so if capacity matters more to you than price, factor that in before you decide. One thing I want to be upfront about, this is a brand new release. There simply isn't years of ownership data yet to tell us how it holds up after 2 or 3 years of daily use. What we do know is that Bissell provides self-repair videos and responsive customer support. Based on how they've handled feedback publicly, which is a good sign, but if long-term reliability is your top priority over performance right now, that's a real unknown. And I'd rather tell you that honestly than pretend otherwise. So who should actually buy this? If you've got pets, mixed flooring, hardwood, and carpet, and you want strong pickup without paying flagship prices, this is a smart pick. If allergies are a concern in your house, the sealed filtration adds real peace of mind, not just a label on the box. If you don't mind emptying a smaller bin a bit more often and you're okay with a vacuum that's a little heavier than average, you're going to be happy with this one. Who should look elsewhere? If you specifically want the lightest vacuum you can find, or you're vacuuming a large home and hate stopping to empty the bin, this might frustrate you. And if a fully detachable hose for above floor cleaning is a must-have for you, that's one spot where this machine isn't the most flexible option out there. Going back to where we started, the suction complaints are real, but they're solvable with one setting change most people just don't know about. The pickup power is real too, independently verified and backed up by what actual owners are seeing at home. That's not a contradiction once you understand it. It's just a vacuum that needs 1 extra minute of setup knowledge to perform the way it's actually capable of performing. If this helped you figure out whether it's the right fit for your home, tap that like button. It genuinely helps this channel keep doing honest breakdowns like this one. Subscribe if you want more reviews like this before you spend your money instead of after. And I'm curious, is it the small dustbin or the extra weight that would bother you more in your house? Drop a comment and let me know. I read every one of them.